Hey guys, it's nice to see you again. We are back with Jurassic World Evolution 2. I did get some ways to fix the echo in this room. There's still a little bit, but it's a lot better than it was. I was going to warn you in advance before we get into Jurassic World Evolution 2 is that my allergies are acting up today, so we're going to see how that works today. So I'm thinking a big thing that's going to help us out here is I do think we should add some basic amenities. Even though they're nearby, I still think it's important that we give guests proper nearby amenities so they can be able to have what they want. Oh, there's no gift shop around here, so there's a good place to start. Here we go, pretty basic. Just add in a nice little souvenir stand, because that was like the one that people were mostly complaining that wasn't available. So now I should add a drinks amenity. We're gonna add some superfood juice in this area, because this is basically, that seems like the type of, because the green guests, I'm not sure what to call them. Those are the people that are like most gonna be around this area, so I'm trying to appeal to them the most. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy to add. And then lastly, I do want to add some food and then a bathroom, just because, again, other things I think guests could use to make them more comfortable in this area. Okay, so looks like both green guests, I think that means global guests, at least that's why I really don't know. And then regular guests are popular over here. So we'll put a vegan buffet in. Add some outdoor bench seating. An entertainer. And then the yellow guests, which I'm guessing are rich guests. I don't know, need some too, so we'll get in some booth. There we go. I thought the vegan buffet would make the most sense, because that just seemed like something that seemed like one that basically guests unanimously agreed on, to at least the ones that would be in this area. Okay, we need the aerial hatchery. Aviary hatchery. There we go. Oh, thank goodness these things are ridiculously small, or else this would... Is my camera lagging? I feel like my camera's lagging. Good news, I found out about that ahead of time, because I want to make sure our guests do properly get dinosaurs in these habitats. Because the regular pens, those are easy to do. It's these ones that actually need like a hatchery connected to them. Sorry, I got like this pimple on the side of my head, and it's not fun. Not fun at all. Okay, they need typically 1 to 4 eggs. Just add in some basic decoration to, you know, make sure this place looks nice. Especially around, like, the place. Because, again, I kind of wish there was just a little more creative things I could do with decoration. Because a lot of the time, it seems very basic, very mundane. So I wish I could just, like, make it a little more, like, detailed. Like Planet Coaster detailed, or Planet Zoo, either or. Because that would make me super happy, because that would just feel legitimate to me. Right, that's on its way, and now let's do our next dinosaur. Time to... Oh, I can release them via airlift. Interesting. Well, good news is we don't need to worry about things, so let's release them. And there we go. Good news, looks like they're not too picky. Easily can make their habitat. Give them some little rocks to perch on. There we go. And remember, there were some decorations under, I believe it was this category, that did have like some basic aviary things. So we could have a camera post. Just self-explanatory. We could get some like basic posts for them to hang out on. Keep them comfortable. Why is there like no nature option for like tropical? Like, why is that not an option? That doesn't make any sense. You think these dinosaurs would need a tropical environment. Alright, now for these guys. Time to release. Alright, more aviary dinosaurs. Ouch! They're home sweet home for 2 new aviary guests. Now we need to figure out what we want in these pens. Which is not going to be easy, but it can be figured out. Let's see here. We should add a lagoon soon as well, just because I haven't gotten one of those in a while. Let's see here. How big are lagoons? Oh, pretty big. Lagoons are the hard ones to do because, again, I don't like this habitat setup. I don't like how you have... Because all the other pens, I can be very creative with how I want them designed. The aviaries and lagoons, that's not possible. And that makes me sad because I like making my stuff detailed. And, well, it's... not letting me exactly do exactly what I want. Yeah, this is just... It's just hard is all. It's especially hard with buildings like this. Because, again, I really wish the game could help me out here and make it a little easier to make these areas. because I'm gonna be honest, it's not easy. It's hard, especially when like you can't be as creative as you want, because that's what I want to do. I want to be creative. I want to make everything the exact way I want it. But sadly, I cannot do that. I put very protective fencing because but for example, look at these ones, like 3 to 8. Like these are some pretty, yeah, like they're pretty interesting dinos. Okay, we'll see how that goes. We'll install them in the park. Okay, release via airlift, please. I'm not making that mistake again. Okay, they're a relatively, they're kind of a pack dinosaur. So they might want, I don't want to put them in a too big of habitat, so this might be a good one. I should get this one. How much space does it need? Oh, you're literally not going to tell, oh wait. Here we go, open space, 100%. It literally just says, I don't know. That's so helpful. Why do you gotta be like that? Why you gotta tell me I don't know how much space it needs? I hope these dinosaurs aren't that big. Oh no, they're small ones. I was worried they're gonna be too big because I'm gonna be like, oh no, the pen's not gonna be big enough for them. Nope. I was just being a little worrywart apparently. Let's see what's next. So that one we just got. We don't have this one, which is another pack dinosaur, but I think I want a bigger one. Another thing that irritates me about the viewing decks, why can't I just place them along a wall, have multiple together, they span out? Because it doesn't make any sense to have just one there, blah blah blah. I wish there was a little more I could do. That it's a little bit, it is a little bit of limiting my creativity. I'm gonna be honest. Here comes our little guy. All right, hello buddy. Let's get your population figured out. Okay, you need ground leaf and ground nuts. You got plenty of water. That's great. You don't need wide open space. Even better. Okay, ground leaf and ground nut. I have to remember, they still haven't explored half the habitat, so that's gonna be a minute before that's all set up. Okay. Then we need these guys released via airlift. 10 of you. Wow. I'm not gonna give you the big pen, because that's for other things. Here we go, we're gonna place them all in that pen. So they have plenty of walking space. We need one more dinosaur for right now for our pens that we do have. We have some pretty big ones. So why don't we go with a produce 1 egg. Yes, I know it has a few more eggs. This is better. We probably do 2 to 3 seems the best idea. Yeah, we'll do about 2 to 3 for this one. He's a carnivore, so pretty scary. Do they need a shark feeder or do they just need fish? I think they just need fish. We're gonna put that near the guests area so people can get a better view of them. I feel like that's reasonable. And since people can't technically see them above water, I do want to add a little viewing deck. Aviaries are the same kind of situation. I do want to make sure some buildings, obviously the bigger ones, are gonna have a viewing point so people can see better. So these guys are fast. Well, it's time to get them what they need. So first off, we need to get them some water. They need some water to drink. You guys go, some water. You need forest. We'll put that against the back wall since, well, this is not the area you're supposed to be anyway. You're supposed to be in view of the guests. We'll go ahead and place it because good news is there's not very many tall trees on the ground leaf. So guests will be easily able to see them. And I know they're having a bit of a social issue, but that will be fine. We're getting more of them moved in there. The only issue is, here's another problem. Look how few guests there are. I go to certain parts of the park, and there's going to be a ton of guests. But then I go to other parts of the park, and there's just barely anyone. Okay, what if we were to maybe place a monorail station? This would be a good spot for a monorail station. So what if we were to, place one right there, and then, just see if maybe that could help transfer some guests over here. We can just edit the line a little bit. So we got a monorail over here, so that's fine. We need to more focus on getting it over there, so I'm just gonna go ahead, add monorail track. That's what I've been meaning to do. I was hoping to bust a few more guests over to that side of the park, but now that the monorail's extended, that's gonna be a lot easier. Also gives them a better view of dinosaurs.
Asset transportation complete.
The monorail extension will definitely be helpful though, now that people can just come here, and then go back. Right now, the stations are actually pretty spread out wide. I'm hoping that means we can finally get some other guests in some of these areas. The only way to do that is to add some more things, like add some new attractions, get people to come over here. So maybe a guest attraction might be what we need. Already present in the park. Oh, appeal divided evenly across all aquariums. Okay, what do we don't have? Ooh, mini golf. I love mini golf. Let's do that. The only dinosaur engaged in cannibalistic behavior? Why do I highly doubt that? I don't know why. I just feel like that dinosaur... All I know is that we need to feed him well, or else I might have one too few dinosaurs in the habitat. That's not good, especially if guests find out that dinosaurs are eating each other. There we go. They need some prey. It doesn't matter what kind. It could be live prey feeder, 1 or 2. We're gonna put one over here, kind of just a basic one. And over here, we're gonna put some like ones to help them run around. Now for rocks, there's 2 things I wonder. I'm guessing you could put some of this like basic rock like on the edge of the lake. A tour vehicle has been destroyed. What? Can you show me this? Where? Where's the vehicle that got crashed? How do I fix it? Oh my. Where is this? Here's where the situation occurred. I can't tell if it's one rammed into it or a dinosaur came out and hit them. I don't know. I don't know how to fix this, really. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know how to fix that. Okay, back to pen building. We can go ahead and stick... Since we're getting to some pretty high dangerous dinosaurs, we should probably make sure we're including pens that are proper. I should be able to squeeze one right in here. It'd be a little thin, though, so... I gotta maximize my space. Oh, there goes our monorail. Can I? I wish I could update the monorail, because, like, what I mean by update is I want it to be more monorails are being used. Like, I want more monorails on it. Because, like, you can see there's, like, 1 or 2 monorails on this track, but I want more. I want people to be constantly getting put out on monorails and getting rides to everywhere around the park. And now we have some brighter ideas on how we can improve the park. You know, adding some more detail and all that. Over here would definitely not be a bad place to have our monorail station at the ready. We should probably have ones here. Where's the edge of the park? I should map out the edge of the park just so I know where it is. Okay. We're going to need to bring out this path. It's going to be kind of like a connector lane. And I am going to make sure that we do have some, like, areas for guests to kind of hang out in around here. There we go. That will be spanned out that way, so that way we can have a nice little park area right here, and we will have some paths just to, like, split off some of these zones to help guests have more of a controlled area, especially for all the dinosaurs. Okay, so now that we got that taken care of, we do need a new monorail station over here for the guests so they can easily access this point. We should make sure it's within view of the dinosaurs, because self-explanatory, this is a dinosaur park. I'll cut through the trees right here. And we'll loop around, cut through some of the dinosaur pens, like so, just so we have some views that people want to see. Now it's a matter of getting amenities. So amenities are going to be a little different. We're going to have to figure out how to do that. Why don't we? Because everyone's going to be kind of deboarding right here. My game just froze. Oh no. Oh no. Did I just crash the game? Oh no. Oh no, thank goodness. My heart sank. You know, just to be safe. My computer's getting really loud after trying to save. Anywho, no, just no. We'll put the amenities right there, so that way they're pretty easy to access, and also they're pretty close to guests too. There, we'll make sure those all look different. They all look the same right now, so I don't want that. I have a better idea. We more need souvenir than we need food and drink. So why don't we get some medium food and drink amenities? So that way we can put them like right here. We do need bathrooms. Bathrooms are important. So we'll put one on like each side. So that way that's taken care of. Okay. Then everybody's going to complain if I don't have them. We do need an emergency shelter somewhere nearby. So guests don't panic if something happens. There. Pretty self-explanatory. Now comes the hard part, design the pens themselves. So let's go ahead with that. I'm trying to figure out how to fix this. I don't know how to fix it. How do I fix it? Do I change the direction? Can this game please tell me how to fix this? I don't know how to fix this. 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 Can you tell me how to fix this? Please, please, please. All right, all done. But yeah, if you guys can tell me how to fix Jurassic Tours, please tell me. Is there like a maintenance shed or something that I need? Oh, good. Finally. Okay. Can I tell them add task? Okay. What I need you to do is I need you to repair. Okay, I might have to just board the car and get taken care of myself. Direct control, please. Let's go. Alright, we're on our way, because the game's making me do this. That's all I needed to do? That's all I needed to do, really? Oh, whatever. Now, what happens if I hit a prop? Oh! Oh my! Oh my! Apparently that happens when you hit a prop. And you know what? I think this is a good place to end. So thank you guys for watching. This is really fun to get to continue this game, and we are reaching a point where we're almost done with the entire park. This is a very interesting game. I do wish there was a little more creativity to it, but it's overall pretty good. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and subscribe to my channel. Are new. I do all kinds of content on here. I post every Monday and Friday, and I'm working on a new stream schedule, still figuring out what exactly I want to do. You can check down below to find links to my social medias where I post stuff outside the channel, along with updates, which will go to the community page here on the channel. And my other channel, Gerewolf Sims, if you're solely into simming content. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!